The way that we see OTT and linear, we see them as one channel. We plan them holistically. I do not sit down on my couch at night and say, I'm going to turn on my live linear broadcast TV. And I don't ask my friends, do you have any suggestions on what I should watch on OTT? It's just video holistically. So for Jack in the Box, that's really how we approach it. And that's really how we plan it as one cohesive unit.
So how have things changed with the pandemic, in terms of considerations of OTT and ad strategy moreover for Jack in the Box and QSR perhaps more broadly, but Jack in the Box in particular?
Yeah, of course, the pandemic has vastly changed consumer behaviors. We're craving more content, we're consuming more content, and at the same time, there's not as much content being produced. So how do we balance those two things? I think you see there's a new streaming service coming to fruition, it seems like every day. And how do we get rid of that fragmentation? We want to be able to buy that all in a one-stop shop, especially as consumer behavior goes up in the streaming world. Second screen tactics are incredibly vital. The TV viewing experience today does not only involve a TV, it always involves a mobile phone too. I can't tell you the last time that I watched a TV show where I wasn't pulling up IMDb and looking at who the actors were in the show or was playing words with friends while I was watching. You need to be able to be where the consumer is. And when the consumer is watching TV, they are not sitting on their couch staring at their TV. They're distracted, they're looking at their phone. So we really need to play into that if we want to truly be a part of that TV viewing experience.
Brooke, I wanted to ask you about how your OTT strategy changes depends on market location, and how strategic is it for you to get on a local level in terms of weather and different parts of the country? How does that fit in?
It's incredibly strategic how we look at our video strategy overall on a local level. When looking at balancing linear TV and streaming TV, there are two main things that we look at. The first is, of course, cost efficiencies. It is much more expensive to buy linear TV in one market than it is premium streaming or OTT in another market. So we really need to take that into consideration. But even more than that, we need to look at what are the consumer behaviors in this market. Does this market over-index for being a bit older? And if it is, then we're going to lean more into the linear viewing experience than we are the streaming experience. So those are two main factors that we take into consideration when doing a local market-by-market analysis.
So tell us sort of what's changed in terms of the strategy, the goals of your campaigns for Jack in the Box, and maybe more broadly for QSR around the pandemic, around the issue of keeping a brand vital, driving traffic, in some cases not driving store traffic, in other cases. What are the considerations and how do those considerations affect your strategy? And tell us some outcomes and learnings that you've gotten through this entire process.
Yeah. The biggest change that we have seen in the QSR space in general is, we used to have a big focus on getting individual people during their commute to and from work. That's of course not happening as much anymore. But one interesting thing that we have found from our consumer base specifically is that a lot of our consumers are essential workers. So they are out and they are commuting and they still need to grab that quick bite on the go. So that has remained constant for us. Something that has changed though beyond that is there is more delivery now, of course. And there's more competition because when you're looking at delivery, your competition is no longer just McDonald's or Taco Bell. But with delivery apps, your competition is now, the mom and pop burger shop across the street. So it's really looking at a brand new competitive set now throughout the pandemic.
Brooke, when you look at investing in OTT, what are some of the opportunities that you're excited about, and what are some of the pain points that you'd like to see resolved?
Yeah. So for us, looking at linear and streaming as one cohesive unit is vital. And because of that, we really rely on ACR technology and partners who also see streaming and linear kind of as one unit. So with ACR, for example, if I want to extend my reach, I want to make sure that the person that I am serving my ad to did not already see that ad on linear TV. So it's those types of strategies that are really important to us and that we look for in a partnership. We want our partners to be able to see the video landscape the same way that we do and be able to measure it the same way that we do.